Oh, sugar, I can't even hear. Oh, we're live?
Yes,
Yes.
Daryl.
Why would you go live before 8 o'clock?
It is. It's 8 o'clock
Not-
now.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
7:59.
It's 7:59. It's not 8 o'clock yet.
My computer and my phone say it is 8 o'clock.
Yeah, something wrong with your phone and your computer. Everything here says 7:59. I got two phones and what's it called? You guys just starting early for no reason. It makes no sense. So hopefully,
It's 8 o'clock now, right?
well, it is now. You know what I mean? Okay, hopefully what's gonna make it so. And just starting like that doesn't make sense. You gotta prepare everybody. I tell you guys, we're not even ready. They're seeing behind the scenes here. So welcome back to Nothing But Answers. A place where you can go to get all the answers. Well, all the answers we have, and usually we're right. Tonight, we're going to do something a little bit with emotional art. But before we start, let's introduce the cast tonight. I'm not going to say anything about what just happened. So we'll start with.
I'm sorry.
We're going to start with John. How are you doing, John?
I'm doing good. Everything's well.
Everything's well. How was your week?
My week is pretty good. I work from home remotely, so I mean
Okay.
it's relaxing at the same time work, but it's everything's good.
Good. And so John is joining us tonight. He's going to provide a piece for the emotional art. He decided, was gracious enough to come on, and he will discuss his piece later. But let's get to Doc. Hey, Doc, what's going on over there?
Hey, people. Everything is fine. I am doing okay this week. It was a long week, um, but a good one.
That's good. Long but good.
Yes.
Long
Yes.
but good.
Yes.
That's a good thing. Hey, Neil, how are you doing?
Whew, hi. I
Listen,
made it.
you did. I'd have waited for you, but somebody hit the button. I ain't going. I
That's
don't know
okay.
who did it.
Usually you're yelling, hit the button. So
Listen, so we'll give you time to get settled.
thank you.
Our eye in the sky. You may not see them, but they are there. Lee, how you doing, girl?
What up? What up? I'm optimistic.
Oh,
I am
listen, come up with the
hopeful.
feeling words. Let's go.
Yes.
Come up with them feeling words.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Um,
Little
got
country
some good
wing.
news this week.
Okay. Good news.
So
That's good.
yeah.
Good news is always good. It's better than bad news. So
Wonderful. Well, congratulations on your good news.
Yes,
Thank
congrats.
you. Thank you.
right. And you caught your breath?
Whew, I'm there. I'm ready.
Hey, listen.
Whew,
How are you doing, Neil?
I'm doing. Today was a rough day. I don't usually give that report, right? Today
Right.
was a rough one.
It was one of those days. Gotcha.
One of those days, some family stuff that I didn't anticipate, but worked it out for my brother and got here in time. So let's say a prayer for Brother Will. Let's do that.
Prayers out, everyone.
Prayers
Later.
up. Absolutely.
Thank you.
Prayers out for Brothers Will.
Yep.
And glad you can make it.
Yes,
Very
thank
nice
you.
to you all. I'm doing well. Again, we're back here already. This was a crazy week with a whole bunch of stuff going on, like kind of like Ruth. There's a lot of stuff going on, and trying to put everything together. But we're here, about to get this emotional art popping. So again, I'm gonna kick it over. Excuse me. I'm gonna kick it over to Lee. Let's talk about this new project you have. Let us know about this emotional art.
Okay, so I started a channel called Little Dose of Vibes. It's where we'll be exploring feelings through art. The Filling Campaign is an initiative that hopefully encourages people to identify and connect with their feelings through art. I wanted to be an internet safe haven as such for those who are working through tough times to share their healing process and creativity. As we know, there are no mistakes in art. Art allows us to do what the world doesn't, which is to create freely
Mhm.
without judgment or restraint. And that's pretty much the vision.
That's great. That's dope. And excuse me, I'm sorry. I might do that a couple times tonight. Um, and how did you come? Like, what made you come to this? Where emotional art is a thing. How did you come to that?
Well, I experienced some tough times on my own, and wound up going to therapy, and my therapist showed me art. It has given me an outlet to discover feelings I didn't know I had, and helped me illustrate these feelings in a way that I couldn't before. So I just wanted to share with as many people as possible. Hopefully it sparks healthy, deep conversations with folks, and allow a space of healing.
Hmm.
That's great. Doc, a question for you. Is that something? Do you use any type of art or anything in your
Mhm.
within your therapy type? Okay.
I do, yes. That is in my training. In my internships, I actually learned art therapy as well as play therapy. And they are extremely helpful, especially when it comes to promoting emotional resilience, because
Mm,
it allows you to really express yourself. And like Leanne says, that you are able to express yourself in a way that, is unique to you. And it helps sometimes because people don't have the words
Mm.
mm.
sometimes
Yes.
for what they're feeling and what they're experiencing. So art is a great way to do that, and it's very very helpful with children.
Mm.
Okay. Okay.
Hmm. And
Nice.
just I was actually looking up all the things that it says art therapy does, and I didn't want to miss anything because I know it helps with emotional resilience. But other things that it helps are self-esteem, self-awareness, um, helping you build better insight, enhancing your social skills, and learning how to resolve conflict.
Nice.
So you know, art therapy can do a lot as an addition to talk therapy.
Okay. Okay.
Mhm.
That's great. Thanks. That's great information, Doc. That's really good. So I guess we'll let's get a piece in here. Let's get a piece going. Um what piece are we gonna do first? Uh let's start slow. I tried to do a little art therapy and it was different. I put two words, well, three words. I said, you're
Okay.
beautiful, you're handsome.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's right. I
Right.
saw.
I just put that in the room and I wanted to see
Mhm.
what did that do for people? Like what
Mm.
um did it invoke anything in people? How did it make people feel? Because and I kind of share for me, it does make me sometimes feel uncomfortable a little bit. And it brings some things from when I was younger. Right. So uh and I shared um and a lot of people actually came to comfort me through my experience.
Mhm.
So through that, I guess the emotion was like, look, we're gonna surround you and love on you, make sure, which was very interesting because that wasn't the intended. Well, I didn't know what it would do, right? I didn't know how would people um, would respond. But so let's see. So like Keto said, it made him thankful for who he was, and it also allowed him to reflect on bloodline as it's tough to see as I know everything about me has been passed down. So that was interesting way of looking at it. He saw, I guess, his features and things of that nature come from his family and was passed down. Some people said it didn't make him feel anything. Now I didn't know Doc was that okay. Is that is not feeling anything about your beautiful, handsome? Is that okay? Could that be no? Could that be something? Right.
It could be something.
Okay.
It could be.
I mean, it's like a
Doesn't
haiku.
have to be.
You ever hear
Okay.
of a haiku?
Go
Mhm.
ahead.
You ever hear of a haiku? A haiku is like a 1 or 2 line poem. That's
Right.
it.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You know. So, and it can have a lot of, like, you know, I literally had a haiku. I've never really recited it, but you know, it's basically, the sun is still shining without a cloud in the sky, yet it's still raining. Sometimes you wonder why. That can mean anything.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Right.
Mhm.
Right.
It could be deep, it could be simple, it could be whatever you want it to mean. You know.
Right. Can we go up a little bit, Leanne? Let me see. Is there any more comments there? Another person said, I don't feel anything. Ruth
Mhm.
said,
It evoked a lot in me. Read it. You can
right.
go ahead and read it.
I'm trying to read it. This makes me feel seen, which, right, it makes me feel seen. I get that. I feel that as well. Both inside and out. Wow, inside.
Mhm.
That's interesting. I wouldn't have saw that, right? I would think about more the outside beauty, but inside.
Mhm.
That's
Mhm. I was thinking energy.
ooh,
Mhm.
okay. I've learned to feel beautiful. I've learned to feel beautiful, and I wasn't always that wasn't always the case. Having been abandoned and neglected and abused by both biological parents as a young child, there was a time I felt ugly, unwanted, and unworthy of. Can we click to see more, Leanne, or no?
Worthy of probably love there. Mm-hmm.
Thank you very much. And unworthy of love. Did a lot of self work to get to where I am and who I am now. Might be why I affirm myself through so many pictures, selfies, and other outlets. So that's how we know why.
Now you know why. There is a reason.
I no longer need external affection because I finally know who I am and I am beautiful. Thanks for asking. That's great.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's really good. I
That was
found,
Thank you.
yeah, I
great.
connect with this a
Mhm.
lot. Definitely have taken my own journey to find my own voice, but confidence within myself to be like, oh, okay, I'm beautiful. I
Mhm.
don't need any outside validations for that. And I don't have to go looking for extra attention in order to get the you're beautiful.
Mhm. Mhm.
Because at first, when I saw the post, I'm still struggling on different days. I don't feel so
Mhm.
comfortable with it. So it definitely makes me feel a little uncomfy sometimes. But I relate to what you said a lot
Mhm.
and
Mhm.
appreciate the fact that you shared it.
Thank you. Thank you. And
Uh,
yeah, it struck a chord.
um,
A lot of people are working on and struggling with this concept.
Doc, you're going in and out.
Can you hear me?
A little muffled right now.
Oh, I
Now
don't
you're
know
You're
why.
back. You're back. Mhm.
Okay, maybe it's the way I'm tilting my head. I don't know. But what I was saying is, oh, now it's an echo.
Is your phone close to your computer?
Oh, it is. It
So
is.
sometimes they say that will cause an echo.
Mhm.
Okay.
Come
Okay.
on, Doc. It's not your first
All
time.
right. So what I was saying is, that's driving me crazy. That a lot of people are struggling with this concept.
Okay.
People that you wouldn't believe
Mhm.
if you look at them
Mhm. Mhm.
are having a difficult time looking at themselves in the mirror and saying you're beautiful or you're handsome.
Mhm.
Right.
Mhm.
Right. Right.
Yeah, it took a lot of work. It took a lot of work in therapy to get there. Um,
Yes.
which is why the talk therapy is still very important. Um, because I feel like if you don't have talk therapy alongside of the emotional art, then you're losing a piece of it. There's the explanation, there's, repetition of things that you need to go through to get a full understanding and help yourself really heal.
Yes. Mhm.
Absolutely. Um, and we kind of see that it took me a long time to accept that I'm beautiful. Growing up, I was always called black, ugly, bald headed, And this was from family, absolutely. Running home crying from school. One day, my auntie found me. She said she did my hair and told me, look in the mirror. You're pretty. Made me. You're pretty inside and out.
Mm.
Took me years to understand what she meant, but it has always stuck with me. So I never let a day go by that I don't tell my loves, you are beautiful.
Mhm. Mhm.
That was great. I mean, I'm both. Dale said, I'm both beautiful and handsome. Talk about it. Doesn't make me feel any type of way again. Someone said, I think it said, can you keep going up or no? That's it, Leanne. Yeah, I know. uh, that's a person of physical looks. So Kyle says, I take it as a compliment. And well, because he asked first, what did I mean? I said, however, whatever it means to you. So he said he takes it as a compliment, and that's nice. But I'm really gagging by now how I'm treated or valued as a whole. Compliments are nice and received on a higher level from achievements, not just lip service. I never look for hollow reassurance.
Mm.
Wow. He said he can't take it. I can't accept it. It's
Mhm.
real. I gotta feel it's real. Very interesting. But like I said, those three words really invoked a plethora of responses. Whether it was the person saying, "Hey, look, this kind of makes me feel weird," or people saying, "Hey, no, you are beautiful, you are handsome, you are." Yeah, I hate that happened to you. So that was really dope because it wasn't just 3 words.
Mhm.
It invokes so much emotion. And like Doc said, I think there's more people out there than you know that may be struggling with this. And you may not see, you may think, oh, that person would never, but people are struggling with that. And that's what you see in something as small as this. You're beautiful. You're handsome.
Mhm. Mhm.
You know,
That's interesting.
how could that make you feel bad?
Right.
You know?
I mean, but for someone who's never heard that because of their situation or their
Mhm.
circumstances,
Mhm.
it could really invoke some, real discomfort
Mhm. Mhm.
Right.
as they think about all the reasons why the person saying this might be saying it to them.
Mhm. Mhm. Or your first level of love, like being your parents,
Mm-hmm.
not being able to share that with you or make you feel good about yourself by even raising you and keeping you. That hits hard with like, oh, am I just that bad and ugly that my own
Right.
parents don't want me?
Right.
Yeah.
Wow. It's crazy. That brought a lot of things up. But it shows a lot of people are carrying around a lot of weight,
Mm-hmm.
and that word could have brought them back to it. They may have thought they suppressed it or, forgot about it until you read that. Then it puts you right back into that, like I said, that childish feeling where you didn't have it or whatever the case may be. That was deep.
So you made me post 10 extra selfies that week. Whew. I was trying to pull back. I was trying.
Right. I get it. So
That is
go ahead, Doc.
that is actually an exercise that I do give for some people.
Do you?
Okay. Talk to
Yeah.
him.
Oh.
Post yourself.
See, I didn't even know it.
Yeah.
I mean, but sometimes you
If
push.
someone is
Calm it
struggling,
down. She's giving you some important tips.
team is struggling with that you are beautiful concept.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Sometimes the exercise of putting yourself out there
Mm.
and seeing what comes back helps.
Does it matter what comes back, Doc? Or is it just
You know what?
Mm.
Over time, you get to a point where it doesn't.
Okay.
Exactly. Mhm.
You know, if you're, when you're working through that kind of stuff,
Right.
because, if you do have to be ready. If somebody says, yeah, you ugly, why you post that?
Ooh. Right, because the internet can be
The
tough.
internet can be
Yes.
Right,
hard.
it can be horrible. Right,
It can
right.
be hard.
Mhm.
But then you work through that.
Okay. Okay. Very
Mhm.
interesting.
Good information.
Very good tips. So let's hey John,
Yes.
you ready over there? I mean, you look like you're ready to drop something on us emotionally.
Yes, I am. Can you hear me loud and clear?
We can hear you loud and clear. Just tell us the name of your piece and then just recite it and we're gonna talk about it. And then you could tell us what the intended meaning was.
Sure. I mean,
Sure.
the name of the piece is called "A Fool in Love," and basically, it kind of speaks for itself about what it's about.
Okay. Well, we'll see.
I mean,
We'll
there's
see
a
what
whole
piece-
lot of bullet points that fall beneath that. So
That's me.
okay,
There you go.
you
Floor
had
is yours. Floor is yours, John.
you have my passionate thoughts so intertwined and twisted, involved in a mental crash at the intersection of worry and confusion, caused by an illusion. That's a case of deception, a false impression, a delusion. See, you captivated me with your careless whispers flowing through.
Uh-oh.
Is he going?
Did we lose John?
Oh no,
I think so.
I think we lost John.
What happened?
I guess let's go back to regular screen.
Mhm.
No, there we
Oh,
go.
there we go.
John.
I'm so sorry, y'all.
It's okay.
Did y'all? So y'all didn't hear anything I said, or
Yes, we heard him in the first half.
should I start over?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. It's called "A Fool in Love." You had my passionate thoughts so intertwined and twisted, involved in a mental crash at the intersection of worry and confusion, caused by an illusion, a case of deception, a false impression, a delusion. See, you captivated me with your careless whispers flowing through my ears, love taps on my eardrums. Oh yeah, your words were so sincere. You uplifted my soul to higher levels of effervescent pleasures. I mean, you had me catching feelings of infinite measures. But now, how could I let my brain cells get all mixed up by these fallacies, fake fantasies unreal, nothing short of a tease? And unfortunately, after I dropped 10 carats of ice on your fingers to show your friends, after placing Versace linens on your back and bought you a 6 Series Benz, to my surprise, though you made my nature rise, I finally realized your cup runneth over with boundless lies. Cries and cries illustrated by the drip dropping of tears from these sorry eyes. Played like a game I just lost, trying hard to win what I thought was a prize. Let this be a lesson learned, let not shame fit your heart like a glove. For you too shall become this fool in love.
Oh,
Wow.
Okay, so who wants to go first? What they felt? Okay.
I'll go.
Okay, good.
You know what? It just reminds me of what we've been talking about a lot, about the dating scene,
Mhm.
Okay.
especially, where Daryl, you talk a lot about what women want for their time.
Mhm.
And we've also talked about how, you may not be getting what you think you're getting, especially in the looks department.
You're right, Leanne.
So just the when he talked about the lies, it just made me think of that. A lot sometimes you just don't know what you're getting.
Mhm. Okay. Okay.
And it's and we talk a lot
This
about
highlighting question. ERTA is
Shut
the
up,
first
Alexa.
multiplexer of ERT and started broadcasting in March 2006
oh my
by
God, I
ERT
can't
Digital,
believe this.
the first digital terrestrial television of
Hold
its
up.
kind in Greece.
So anybody else want to go second or
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Leanne. I'll go
Sorry
after you.
about that, guys. Sorry about that. what I was going to say is, we talk a lot about getting to know people as early as possible,
Right.
and learning as much information you can. But sometimes they are patient enough to fool you for a long time.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Right. Right. That's a good observation, Doc. What do you got,
Thank
Neil?
you.
Along with, I agree with a lot of what Doc's saying about it, that dating scene, not really knowing who you're with. I also get out of it sort of an imbalance in the love category. Like one person's really in it and the other person's playing games with it.
Right.
And it also made me think of You Can't Buy Love, because he named all these material ways he's trying to capture
All right,
this
talk about it,
person's
Ruth.
heart.
Go ahead. Bring it home, Ruth. Bring it home.
Bring it home. Versace is not love. So
So I want to piggyback because that's what I got. I saw a dude. I felt like the dude was trying to buy this woman, do all these things for her, but she wasn't really there. She was like, "I'll take it if you've given it,
mm-hmm.
but I'm not. I'm not really where you at. You are. I see these gifts, these expensive gifts, and I only need you for three weeks. I'll take it, but there's nothing else behind it at this point. You know what I mean? So that's what I saw. That's what I see when I heard all the Versace and you're buying Mercedes Benz. That's cool, but I didn't. There was no substance on either part where I could see anything more than the him giving to get, her taking, not to stay.
Yes.
What you got, Leanne?
I didn't see it that way. I thought it was like more betrayal. Like she was telling him lies, even though he was giving her all this stuff, so that he felt some type of way about that. But now that I hear you all's depiction, I understand it a lot better. I definitely see Ruth's way, and even what Doc said.
Gotcha.
But Leanne, isn't it true that everybody can hear the same exact words and perceive it differently?
Right.
I think that's the beauty of that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
There is no right or wrong answers, right? There's how did it make you feel? What did it invoke in you? And the crazy part about it, depending on how you're feeling, where you are in life, it may even hit differently. Right? You may see it differently tomorrow than you saw it today. And that's okay, right? That's the beauty of it. So go ahead, John. Tell us a little bit. Tell us what it was intended.
I mean, everyone's comments are right on. I mean, its intention was to open up, the idea of you can't pour everything into someone without really knowing who you're with.
Right.
And those material gifts came later in the poem, as you can see. So it was a relationship that was growing. It was a relationship that was going on.
Oh wow. Okay.
Like the first week, the Benz and everything else didn't come like right away. I mean, over time, and you would say that this particular person, guy, over time he started falling in love with a female. Then he decided to give her gifts. Hey, look, it could be a love. Yes, she wasn't all there, and maybe he didn't see it at first.
Right.
And then towards the end of the poem, the guy's basically saying, he's recognizing, hey, you know what? Let me step away then, because I'm this fool in love. But I'll keep it moving.
Gotcha. Very interesting. I like.
And I wrote that piece about 20 some years ago, and it was to be honest with you, it was a follow up to a piece I have called My Beautiful Flower, which is a flip side of that, which it's a piece. It's my first signature Love Jones piece, and I decided to write up something as a follow up to that. Like, hey, well, what if from this particular poem, how this guy's expressing all his love for this woman. Let's say down the road he gets hurt. So that's where that poem came in as a follow up to to the beautiful flower. You know,
Mhm.
Okay. But with this piece, I want like what you said was kind of dope, where the there was a timeline that I didn't see.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Like the gifts and stuff came later, which shows that's later in a relationship.
right?
Mm.
I like that. That's going to make me look at things differently too, because I didn't see you had it mapped out kind of there, and I kind of missed it. But that's great.
And
Mhm.
see in the very beginning as well, kind of sets the stage for you as to what's going to come. Like when I said, I started by saying, "You have my passionate thoughts so intertwined and twisted, involving the mental crash at the intersection of worry and confusion." It kind of sets the stage as to what's going to come after I expressed my love
Mhm.
for one. You
Mhm.
know,
Gotcha.
worry and
Gotcha.
confused caused by an illusion, a state of deception, and false impression, a delusion.
Wow.
See, you captivated me with your careless whisper. Then I start going into what made me fall in love with you.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Mhm.
My love for you.
That was
Careless
that
whispers
was
flowing through my ears, love taps in my
right.
eardrums. Then boom,
Mhm.
you know.
Wow.
Right into it. Hey, that's great. Now, and you get
What was your mindset during writing this piece? Like, where were you in that time?
You know what? It's like this. First, I want to tell you, my inspiration for a lot of my poetry came from Sade and Maxwell.
Mm.
I'm just, listening to their songs all the time and had my brain swirling, looking at what a lot of people. I mean, I wasn't going through that at the time, but I saw what other people are going through. I know what's out in the world. And I put my creativity, on
Mm.
paper through a pen,
I have a
and I just
question.
so I
What did
started.
you what did you feel? I understand you
Mhm.
made it, but what made you was there a feeling you had that made you feel like you had to go and do this? Like where were you feeling wise?
Yeah, I mean, I just felt it was something I had to put together after writing that first piece I was telling you about,
Mm.
called My Beautiful Flower, because love all throughout the world is not about uh, like a field of daisies. We're not in the perfect world.
Mhm.
So I decided to write a piece, like I said before, as a follow up to the My Beautiful Flower, where someone has hurt and pain. What are they going through? And I mean, I've seen it. I've seen it out there.
Anything in your real life kind of reflect anything in this poem?
Say it again.
Was there anything in your real life that reflected anything in this poem?
I guess I can say in the past,
In a
like,
high voice, that means yes, y'all. Anyone in a high voice means absolutely, absolutely.
I know what you're getting. I know what you're getting at. Like, what are you feeling inside that made you spit this out? Just, I gotta say, I gotta tell the world. I mean, there's been past.
He measures
You gonna put him on the spot
He
like
measures
that?
it. Yeah.
But
Man.
but see, it wasn't at that time. It was way back, and I just decided to bring it to the forefront for this piece and put my creativity to work and just put this together.
Okay.
But I will tell you this though, like and like all of your responses are good. They're right on. There's no wrong answer. But I've done a lot of spoken word at various venues throughout the city and different states and as a feature. And I don't always present this piece, but when I have, I get mixed reactions.
Mm.
Tell me more.
Some are deep, some aren't. Some are, hey, reminds me of what I just went through, or
Mm.
somebody could have been real upset. Not with me, but hey, that kind of brought me, to a space where I was at before. My goodness, some people have had conversations with me for a while just over that piece,
Right.
because maybe it touched something in their life or a memory or brought something back.
Mm.
What's brought because sometimes people are they hold stuff in, and you got like before we started this, you were talking about how like poetry or emotional art can help people who have trouble putting words together as to what they're feeling deep down inside. And then they come out with poetry. Maybe they need to sit and listen to poetry, and then makes them just, come out of their shell. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
No, absolutely.
So this piece and a lot of my other pieces like have brought people, like I've seen situations where it may have brought someone out of their shell. Hey man, that piece kind of hit a nerve, or that piece, man, that piece kind of was right on for me. Wow, and I never thought of it this way. I never thought of it that way.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Well, like you said, like Doc kind of alluded to, this piece is very, it reflects the dating scene of today,
Yeah.
kind of the thoughts that people are having. So even though you wrote it so long ago, it still echoes true to today.
Mhm.
Which is very
Yeah.
interesting. Like you said, you wrote
Mhm.
it 20 years ago, and we still were-
Mhm.
that piece could have been wrote today,
Today.
Mhm.
and it
Mhm.
would have been
Mhm.
on brand for what a lot of people are saying in that dating realm. Exactly what's happening, one way or another. But well, thank you for sharing. That was great.
Now
Yeah.
you said
Um,
you had another piece for My Beautiful Flower. Was that Does that give us better context for the current
That
piece?
that's not someone who's a fool in love. That's someone who's, I mean, they're literally in love. They're in a relationship. They're expressing their feelings to their woman. And it could be a woman talking to a man talking to a woman, But it's
Do you
just,
have that piece ready for us?
I do.
So you're saying with My Beautiful Flower, it is an actual reciprocal relationship.
It is reciprocal.
Oh,
It
good.
Okay.
is reciprocal compared to what Fall in Love was.
Okay.
So let me see if I got, okay. Y'all really want to hear this one?
Yes.
Sure. Yes.
well, how about we go
So-
to wait?
No.
How about we break it up? We go to because we have Leanna
We
has
have more than enough time.
no,
We have
but then
more
that
than enough
means
time.
we don't want to do two back to back. So let's break it up. Then he'll go, then you can go.
But-
Right? You'll go now, then he can go, then you can go. Be perfect. So let's jump into the one you presented that you shared in the room.
Okay. My biggest enemy has my face.
You gonna introduce it?
Slips in and out without a trace. I'm sorry, you didn't hear her say bully when it started?
Oh no, I thought like how I introduced what it was going to be.
Oh, this is a poem called Bully. Is that okay? Can I play it now?
We are not doing this right now.
I'm just saying.
You stop
not-
You
bullying
gonna
her?
tell people when they can push the button to start the live. Now you telling me when I can push the button to start.
Focus, Leanne. Go back to focus. Leanne, go back. You good.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
Get back on focus. Let us know what we're getting into right now, Miss Emotional. Without the art right now.
I stay on brand. Okay. This is Bully. Yeah. It's Bully. And it's a poem or spoken word, whichever you would like to call it.
Okay.
You need more context. It's a piece that, I'm new to this writing game. So this is one of the first pieces with therapy that just allow me to let out emotions and a lot of frustration I was going through at this time. This was really in the midst of a dark time for me. So I'll let you guys hear it.
Bully everybody. Here we go.
My biggest enemy has my face. Slips in and out without a trace. Tells me lies that feel like truth. How can I not believe when it's me, the one who repeatedly turns off the light that I shine? It's cool. I like me better in the dark. I'm the biggest bully that I've known so far. I know all the right words that can pierce my heart. Playing hide and seek with my soul. Lost me, and it's starting to take a toll. Silent wounds begin to appear with every tear. I'm broken, but still here.
Oh,
Mm.
like that, Leanne.
Yes, very powerful. Leanne.
Thank you.
Very nice.
Mm.
it was excuse me. The visuals really added to it for me. Right. It's like you see the emotion, then you see the person crying, or you see it just really added to me. It's like it really spoke and you feel it, like you feel it. I really felt that a gambit of emotions. Um, but who would like to start? John, it's on you. What did you feel?
I mean, some hurt and pain, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, struggle. And this was the one I was posted yesterday, right?
Yes.
Yeah. No, it's a lot of hurt and pain. I mean, deep down inside, screaming for help, no less. In one way or another. I mean, that's pretty much what I got out of it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
I thought it was pretty deep. I thought it spoke volumes, and even I guess you really can't say mental illness, but I mean that's a major problem today, which can actually lead someone down this road, if you will. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Absolutely.
And that's a huge problem today. And I mean I could go further. I mean those ramifications could have came from the pandemic and not going to work. You used to socializing with 10s, 20, 30, 50, hundreds of people, whether you're commuting and you're seeing people out in the street, on the bus, on the train, you're going to work, you're dealing, and all of a sudden you're at home, nothing to do. You can't go nowhere. You can't do much, for like 2-3 months. Yeah. You go from 2 years of, socializing, going to work and everything to putting the brakes on. Now all of a sudden it's nothing, and that affected probably a lot of people who can't handle that.
It definitely did.
Whether they know it or not.
Right. And we're seeing that now. People are coming out with different effects and things of that nature. Ruth, what did you think about that?
I agree with what's been said so far. I mean, deep pain, anguish, to the point of anguish, turmoil, not knowing. I think I wrote that in there when I first read it in the group. Not really wanting help, but not knowing where to turn, who to go to, who to trust, even with that help that you need, but you don't know how to get it. I do have a question for Leanne about it, though. When you said you were the biggest bully yourself, I was trying to understand what that meant.
So she'll explain in a minute.
Okay.
And then we'll get that in a minute. I just want to give everybody a chance to give their opinion.
Okay, that was a question I had, but
those
are my first thoughts.
Because for me, the bully is her to herself.
Okay.
She's bullying herself out of being in that good space. For me, that's what I see. Like, I'm the one who's keeping me here. I'm the one who's making myself feel this way. That's how I saw it. So instead of getting better, I'm constantly the better part. I'm bullying it. I'm like, no, you ain't gonna. We're gonna be here. We're gonna be sad. We ain't doing that. We ain't going outside. So that's how I felt it. I'm not saying it's right or wrong, and Leanna will definitely give us her take. And Doc, what do you think?
Hey, I was thinking the same thing that you were saying, that we are sometimes our own worst enemies. How we talk to ourselves, how we treat ourselves, and it is a form of bullying to yourself.
Right.
And it made me think about some reparenting work, because what she's talking about, I don't know yet if it comes from childhood, but sometimes, most of the time, it does.
Right.
And doing some reparenting work sometimes helps you to helps you to gain that self-love that wasn't cultivated when you were a child.
I do have a question. So reparenting is something you do for
it's
adults,
a form of therapy
for adults to kind of
yes,
help
for adults.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yes, to learn that self-love that they didn't get in childhood. So it becomes an internal thing
Mm,
where you're cultivating it all on your own. And and telling yourself things in the mirror like you love yourself, like I love you is a
right.
part of that.
Right.
So that struck me when she was talking about looking in the mirror
Mm,
and
mhm.
the bully looking right back.
Looking right back at
Mm.
you in
Look
the
right
shoe.
back at you.
Right.
And they have found that telling yourself I love you in the mirror has the same effect on your brain as if someone else is telling
Mm,
Wow.
interesting.
Everybody
you.
hear that? Hey, did you catch that nugget? Doc said it. Did you catch it? In the mirror.
In the mirror.
Okay? Say it.
Yes.
Just as effective as someone else saying it. Nugget.
So it's important to do that. It is important.
It's funny. Someone shared with me today about how important words are,
Mhm.
affirming yourself, saying things to you, and it was a great share. I'm very thankful they shared it with me. But it's confirmation here. It's like, hey, these things, it's power in the tongue. There really is power in the tongue. Very interesting.
And if
So, hey, Lee. So,
saying
tell
it,
us,
you say it to yourself.
say it.
Mhm, mhm.
You are beautiful.
That's right.
I'm sorry, I was talking to myself. I apologize. Got you on here for a minute. It felt like everybody said it when I said it to myself.
You are
Go ahead, Lee.
beautiful and I love you.
Yeah. Hey, I
Love
definitely
you.
love
Yes.
you or love you because it's no different. If I say I love you or I love you, I'm just saying.
Here we go.
We'll
Here we
debate that
go.
later. That's not the question here. We'll debate it later.
So, so I'm sorry, Leanne. Tell us what it meant to you when you put this together. What was it?
Yeah, so it was me being my own worst enemy.
Okay.
Like Doc said, me being my own bully,
Hmm.
the worst bully I know. You said it too.
Okay. I was
Okay.
ready to hear no credit.
Did you
Oh
did
my
you get a
God.
pat on your back too? But
was-
everybody really said it. It's from a place where um I just had a lot of negative self talk going on, a lot of um just untapped emotions that I didn't know what was going on. And it's funny because a lot of what Doc said was true. I had to do those things that was some of the things that my therapist actually had me do. Talk to myself in the mirror. And that's where that part came from.
Mm.
It's hard to talk to yourself and say I love you and go
Mhm.
through these things and say these things to yourself when you're looking at the person in the mirror who is telling you all of these negative thoughts about yourself. So it's hard to talk back to that version of yourself that is supposed to be loving and caring for you, but is only diminishing you and kind of dimming your light. It also stems from a place of wanting to be one way, like outgoing, bright, sunny, and constantly unable to do those things because of my own negative self talk. And so it hurt finding words to come up with that. Um, was definitely hard and something that I had to work through. Um, and being able to do this piece, I was started being able to name feelings that I was going through, like
Mm.
depression, um, being sad, hurt, um, disappointed in myself mostly. But yeah.
Mm.
You did good.
Very good.
It
Thank
was,
you.
like I said, it's crazy how you turned that into the art that you did. Like the video,
Mhm.
everything was on point. The words synced up with certain emotions that were going on in the video. That's all I can say. So that was really good. Thank you for sharing, Leanne. That was, and it was deep.
Yes, thank
Very
you.
powerful.
And I think that's also something that it allows you to do is now you can share these feelings. Is something that you couldn't do before. Is that correct?
Mhm.
Right. I can share the feeling. I
Mm.
can name most importantly, I can name the feeling
Mm.
because during this time, a lot of the anger and pent up emotion was because I couldn't name it. Like when I first started therapy and being asked questions, the first thing I would say is I don't know.
Mm.
I don't know. I
Mm.
know what I feel, but I don't know how to tell you. I don't know.
Gotcha.
Mm.
And then it started with painting, believe it or not,
Mm.
and using darker colors and stuff like that. And my therapist explaining it to me, and us just talking, and out came everything else. And then I discovered um, writing and poetry, something that I've always wanted to pursue. But again, there was a lot of negative self talk around that from childhood, school times, being told that I wasn't good enough, having a learning disability. Um, so that's why I say art is so powerful because it gives you a voice when you don't even think you have one.
Mhm.
Right. Right. That's awesome.
Yes. Mm.
Um, so now we're going to go back to John had another piece, uh, the flower or something.
Yeah. So I didn't think I was going to be presenting this tonight, but that's fine.
You don't
So
have.
when I first jumped into doing spoken word, I wanted to write my signature Love Jones type of piece.
Okay.
I started going to this one venue. So Patty LaBelle used to have a club off of South Street called Chez LaBelle, and then it became a place called Newmarket Cabaret. And this guy he had like this huge event there once a month where poets and singers, mostly poets, come through, do their spoken word open mic. You had some featured artists come through. And so when I first went to one, because the guy I used to work with sold me a ticket, long story short, when I first went to one, I was like, man, I can come back with something. So I basically sat down and wrote this piece. I sat, like I said, I sat and listened to Maxwell and Sade and
And the one you're
some
about to do now.
others, and it helped me really inspire. It really inspired,
Okay.
helping me write, this piece right here. So, and it changed a little bit over time. And it was written around the same time back then. In fact, it was written probably back in 98, 99.
Okay.
But
Let's
it
get it.
changed a little bit over time. But
Let's get it.
it's
Hear
what's
it.
that?
Let's hear it. Let's
Okay,
go. You
okay.
guys waiting. Let's go.
All right. It's the things that you do to me, my beautiful flower. Captivated by your beauty, my soul becomes enveloped in the clutches of your sweetness, just blooming from your heart. See, I knew right from the start that your effervescence would top all the charts. Oh, my beautiful flower, for you I'd climb the highest towers, conquer the highest mountains, walk through fires to cleanse my desires with your passionate showers. My beautiful flower, look at you. Your petals glisten in the light from the heavens above like wings of an angel. Your romance coming at me from all angles, dancing around me like Bojangles, got me all entangled. Oh, my beautiful flower, I'll be your Adam in your Garden of Eden. Drop to my knees, take a dip in your dripping, flowing river before I start to eat it. I'll be your soulmate, so death do us. To me, baby, you're so precious. You're precious like diamonds are forever. I'll make love to you when and wherever, you and I together, baby, like two birds of a feather, whatever. See, It is your grace and beauty that embraces me, cuddles me, caresses my mind, got me all hypnotized, fantasizing the two of us intertwined. See, we're two characters in this never-ending story of ecstasy. My succulent, dark chocolate, caramel-filled, candy drop tasty baby. It is you I worship daily, every day and night, while with all my might I'll make love to you till we submerge within the morning light, whence the sun rising, the sun shining bright, my beautiful flower. It is your intimate powers fulfilling my fantasies for countless upon countless hours. My beautiful, beautiful flower, can't you understand? I want to be your sweet chocolate covered man, melting in your mouth, then in your hand. Be my superstar, baby, and I'll be your #1 fan. And my ultimate woman, my honey dip, your honey drips between these lips. My taste buds reaching out for your sweetness, got my tongue doing flips. In the act thereof, taking sips of your love juices. Shit. My goodness, I mean, to look at you is to encompass your loveliness. Drawn in by your magnetism, your splendor, your magnificence. Hence, I will always indulge in the essence of your beauty. You move me, girl, you soothe me. Like I told you before, it's the things that you do to me, my beautiful flower.
That wasn't all.
Yeah.
Next time before he goes, we're going to make sure all the kids are out the room.
Why told you?
All
He
of them.
said he wasn't ready.
It's my Love Jones piece meant for the mic at a spot like a Love Jones atmosphere, you know.
Okay.
But it was that piece I wrote. That was my first signature piece I wrote literally for the mic at that place. And
Nice.
and
Before
then
you
I
get into
followed
that,
up with that other one. What's
all
that?
right. Okay. Let's talk about what we thought it meant. Okay. And Ruth, we see you over there moving on.
Honey, I can't even. Yeah, that was powerful in its own way. All I can say was, whoever you were writing that to, you had it bad. They were about to get it bad. Everything was going to be good and bad. But it really evoked a feeling of
we
just
saw.
love.
I don't know if it was love.
Wait, I'm getting to the other part. It started with love. Let me finish now. And then the temperature. I had a hot flash actually when you were doing it.
I saw the 5 heartbeats when they were singing.
The 5 heartbeats.
That evoked a lot, John. My husband thanks you.
He can borrow that piece if he wants.
We'll let you recite it. I'll put you on take you off the screen and you can read it. That's all I got. Right,
Lee, what did you get? What did you get from that one?
Same thing Ruth said. Passion. Well, probably not the same thing Ruth did, but passionate love.
Don't be out there like that,
you know, somebody who's head over heel in love, who wants to make love in a passionate, forgettable way. I had to fix it. Unforgettable way.
Plus, at the time I wrote that, I was about 3 or 4 years into my marriage.
Okay.
Oh yeah, so news is what by.
This is when you still like them. So for me, I heard. I just felt like.
Y'all like that song too, yeah.
Definitely was going down, okay, and everything was on and popping,
and it was meant to be that way. It was literally written to be that way,
and it came across that way. And you'll have to return. Go ahead, Doc. What do you think?
Same thing everybody said. It was sensual. It was sensual.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know what sensual. He was talking about it on his lips, and it was real. It was more than sensual. What's past sensual? So, all right, John. So, tell us a little bit about the poem. How'd you come to Well, I guess we
Yeah.
know
So
we know
so
how you came.
what's that? What's that?
We said we know how you came. You told us about it in the phone. No.
I mean, I literally, I kind of spoke ahead of what I said earlier. I mean, I want to seriously sit down and write a poem, something that was going to be hard hitting when I hit the microphone. Like I said, around that time, Love Jones was kind of hitting pretty strong still. It's just, I had to write it. And like I said, it changed. It probably changed about 3 or 4 different times until I finally tweaked it.
I'm
where I
sorry.
wanted it to be.
Changed when? It changed.
Well, back then, at that time.
Like you performed it and it changed through different performances, or it changed before
No.
the performances?
So at home writing it, and you read it over, because when it's performed, when it's performed on the mic, nobody knows how it was written. Nobody knows. Like I'm thinking when I present it on the mic, I'm thinking one thing. Oh man, I could have said it different, but they don't know. The audience doesn't know. When it comes to spoken word, they don't know. Unless I just stop talking and walk away. But if I'm there just spitting it out.
No, I meant you said it changed a couple of times.
No, it did. Like I wrote it one way, then you take your pen, your eraser, and you erase it and put something else in there. Right. That's what I meant by that. So it changed. It changed a couple of times, so I got it to where I like it. From beginning to end.
Okay, that was cool. Thank you for sharing that. That was definitely dope. Does anybody else have anything they want to do? Ruth, do you have something? No.
I didn't prepare something for tonight. I would have considered that. Maybe next time.
Okay. Maybe next time. I did prepare something. It's really short.
Oh my God.
1 fish, 2 fish.
Oh, here we go.
You know what? Oh my goodness.
Red fish,
Take the mic. Please.
blue fish. Thank you. I'm short and sweet to the point.
It can mean a lot of things, right?
You can mean a lot of things.
John.
Thank you, Doc. Thank you, Doc. Some of us just naturally have it. Some of us don't. Okay.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, no, I don't have that skill. I do not have that skill at all. Lee, so how about you? Do you have anything that you could do live? I know I'm putting you on the spot, but you think you got anything?
Yeah, well, I can do hollow.
Okay. So let's get it. Let's hear a little hollow.
Okay. So this is hollow. Do you need me to say anything else before I start? Can I just go into it? I'm just checking in.
Hey, you're
checking in.
This is a tough crowd, guys. This is really tough. No, go ahead. This is
okay. Hollow. I cried until I felt hollow. Hollow like empty whiskey bottles, like dying dreams. Hollow. Hollow like non-verbalized screams, like holes of unplanted trees. Hollow. Hollow like those who mishandled me, like shedded snakeskins. Hollow. Hollow like waterless streams, like the void where my heart used to be. Hollow. That's it.
Wow.
Hurt, pain, breakup. Kind of, I'd say it's around the idea that I have for my first poem.
Oh, you liken it to a breakup, losing someone. Wow. Okay.
I mean, yeah. I mean, now it can mean different things.
Oh, right. There's no wrong answer. Right. I didn't even see that. I just felt like hollow's even like worse than pain.
Empty.
Like, it's more than sad. It's more than hollow is just a shell, a husk. Right. There's nothing inside.
Mhm.
Mm.
You know, there's nothing. A waterless stream.
Mm. Wow.
What is that?
Okay.
Maybe you are a
You
poet.
understand me?
Yes.
You understand? That's crazy. What is a waterless stream? That's hollow. So it just feels very
Mm.
empty. You know,
Mhm.
it's crazy. Well, Ruth, what you got?
Hey, I was thinking the same thing. The emptiness, the
Mm,
barren, just nothing in there, no
Right.
emotion, no feelings, needing to be filled with something.
mhm.
Mm.
Something needs to go back in somewhere.
Wow.
Empty.
Right. So
Mhm.
no one there to fill your cup.
Nope.
Like, is there a void? They just,
Mm.
That's a good word. Mhm.
yeah,
Void.
yeah.
Doc, what do you have?
I was thinking the same thing
Same thing,
as
right?
you guys. You know, emptiness.
Mm.
That's what I was just getting from it. Just emptiness. Like something was there, but now it's gone.
Ooh,
And she talked about, like the shedding of this, like this empty snake skin.
right,
Right.
So it just made me think that something was there,
Mm.
right.
Mm.
and now it isn't.
I don't know what that.
That scared me. What was that?
Hey, so Lee, so tell us a little bit about that. What where it come from, the feelings. Go ahead.
Everybody was spot on. It was a piece of feeling empty. It was around the time where I was experiencing a lot of loss. I had moved house. I had lost my grandfather. My
Mm.
dog died.
Hmm.
I was going through a lot of pain
Hmm.
and a lot of just hurt after hurt after hurt. And especially losing my grandfather, who was somebody that was very pivotal and influential in my life. I felt like a piece of me left with him
Mm.
Hmm.
at that time.
Mm,
So that's what Hollow was all about.
Mm.
very interesting.
Needing to feel replenished,
Mhm.
like life again.
Mm.
Now I have a question, if you don't mind. Could those good memories you have left of him help fill that void?
Oh, absolutely.
As hard as it may seem, but it's not the But can you not use those memories you guys
Mm.
had, and the conversations, and just breaking down all those pieces um, from back in the day? Can you fill that void with that as best
Yeah.
as you can?
Yeah, and that's something I can see now and work and I'm focused on now. But at the time, it was so uh fresh and raw,
Right, right.
and I just felt like I couldn't at the time.
Right. So the piece was a timepiece to show at that time she felt hollow. Not necessarily that she feel that way now. She may have, did the work and conquered that, but at that time, she felt that peace. Like just like that passion you had in your poem, you may not achieve that again. You may or you may not, but like at that time, that's what it was. So I think that was a timepiece to show at a certain time, this is how I felt. If you look back on a snapshot of my life right here, this is what it was: the hollowness, the emptiness, right? That she's pouring out on the page. And then she could do a follow-up piece called Whole, like now I'm filled.
Full. Full.
Filling my cup up, you know. But yeah, that was very good. But John, you did kind of, and I didn't see it that way, kind of likened it to a relationship that was lost. And,
Well, I was going to say
and it
relationship.
was.
Yeah, I was going to say relationship or a loss of a loved one. And she
Right,
said,
lost. So yes, you were definitely on. That was very good.
yeah.
A very good way to pick that up. That was very interesting.
Mhm.
Nice.
Good job.
So Lee, you want to tell us a little bit more about your channel that this is going to be on?
Sure, it is called again Little Dose of Vibes,
Mhm.
and Hollow is already up there. No, it's not. I'm sorry. Bully is already up on the channel, as well as the explanation for bully, is definitely, this is something that I just want more people to submit their art, be a part of it, so it can grow, allow others to see and feel and heal through art, through putting themselves out there, a safe space for everybody to commune and just grow from.
Nice, nice.
Mhm.
So definitely art, and then you're accepting any submissions, right to your page.
Yes.
Uh,
So you can email me or uh check me out on Facebook. Follow Little Vibes page on Facebook. I'll put my email address in the comments, as well as the page as well. I'll put that in the comments as well.
Okay, that'd be great because anyone who has any type of emotional art they would like to share, they definitely can come on the platform and share it. I think she's gonna. You're gonna do a live, right? I don't know if you said that, right?
Yes, I'll be doing a few lives, probably once a month or twice a month. Um,
It's like something where you can invite people on to talk about the pieces that they send into you, right?
yes,
Right. You can definitely. So the pieces you present, you can come on and kind of like we did here. You can come on, hear what other people say or their feelings about them, and then you could, tell your intended meaning of the art piece. And art, it's all different forms, right? Because you have poetry, it could be dance, it could be painting.
it could be dance, painting, photography, any mode of creativity that you deem, movement, um, sculpting, anything that allows you to uh, release emotions or your feelings.
Mhm.
Now I have a question. Do you take submissions from a tent in the backyard?
A tent in the backyard.
Yeah,
Man, don't even answer any of that. Man.
I'm just
Make
wondering.
remarks about
I'm just
me.
I just want to make sure all modes because maybe somebody is a tent in
And
the
that's
backyard.
acceptable, right? Because I do have some submissions ready to go from the yard already. It's a long story, man. We'll talk to
Yes.
Oh, okay, okay.
Dan is like, what
It's
are
an
you guys
insider.
talking
Yeah,
about?
it's an insider. We'll talk.
I'm just saying. Look, all I ask is it okay for someone to have a tent in their backyard and
Oh
they
my
allow
goodness. Let the
people
girl
to
be happy. Mm,
no, that's all I'm saying.
Mm-mm.
Hopefully,
I
let them
tell
be
you.
happy. Let
that
them
happens.
be.
Okay, so
Yeah, this
well,
is definitely something that I'm passionate about, and
Mhm.
just hope that people can reach out and be a part of.
Yes.
all right,
Mm-hmm.
all right, bye bye.
I'm going to mention it to my son as well, Leanne, who's an artist, dancer.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Yes, so he can get some of his folks on board with it, possibly. Yes.
That would be awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And Doc, I have a question for you, real fast. For what is advanced age?
Advanced age.
Yeah,
What?
you put the post up. I think yes.
Did?
When a lady is beautiful, educated, has money, but still
Oh,
what
well, you
is, so
see,
what,
that post came from another source. It wasn't me.
right? But I'm just asking what would
But
be advanced age?
I'm assuming, and I could be wrong, that advanced age means in their 50s. That's what I'm thinking.
Oh no, I would have thought much younger. I'm thinking 35 to 40.
Really?
Well, because if we're talking about everything I hear is about child rearing is a big thing. So
Mm.
if 35 is what's that? I don't know, something to women at 35 when pregnancy.
Well, I was thinking of someone who may have already had children or have decided that they don't want to,
Mm.
or they just never had children for whatever reason.
Right.
Mhm.
Yes. I would think of if they were still single, it would be because maybe I was watching something the other day and it was like fertility is a big and it's really important when getting married. So I would think that would be the beginning. That would be way past advanced at that point. Right. At 50, I think advanced.
Well, who said anything about children? The post says nothing about children.
No, but that's why I'm saying if she's single, why is she single? I'm thinking the reason she's single because if I want children, there's no option there. You said why if she's still single
Okay,
at
you're
that
looking
age.
at that as one reason
Yes,
why she
a
might
reason
still be
being-
single. Gotcha.
Right. I'm saying like, hey, look, at that age, children are. I guess it's tougher to have children. What is it called when you're 35 and children? I can't remember.
High risk.
Whatever it is.
I think they name it that sometimes.
Yeah.
Geriatric pregnancy. Is that
There
what
we
you're
go.
talking about?
Geriatric pregnancy.
I know
So,
you want to call it something more derogatory. So
I don't.
Yes, we did, Doc.
I didn't call it. I just said that's what it is. Anybody?
I'm glad
mean,
you said it in the right words.
I didn't name that. That science did it. So I'm just saying, science named that.
Dinosaur
Hey,
pregnancy.
John.
or whatever.
So yeah, someone asked that. I just wanted to see what the age was, but I was thinking 35 to 40 would be starting advanced age.
But I would think that at 35 and 40, I don't know. I don't know if you've never been married at 35 or 40, if that's something even on your radar. I don't know.
This is why you're single.
Hmm.
This could be
Could
the
be
reason
one.
why you're single, right?
Yeah, it could be one reason. Like
Right.
you've just been so engrossed in your single life.
Right.
Mhm.
And I think that could be a way of doing it. Okay. I was asking because it said I wasn't sure what advanced age. If there was a scale to this is advanced. But okay, welcome back, John. See you.
Thank you.
You came back.
Yeah,
You
I
left
kind of
us for
lost
a
a
minute.
little bit. Yeah.
You got all hot and bothered by your own poem. That's what happened. You know what happened.
I drank some water. Okay.
You drank some water to cool off. See, that's what happened. He's like, whoa, that poem. I forgot about that poem. So, John, do you have anywhere you post your poem or anything where if people could reach you at?
Oh, I mean, not where I've posted my poem. I mean, I'm on Facebook, Instagram. You mean where someone can reach me? I mean, I really don't have I don't have a section anywhere where I've actually put like all my pieces at.
Okay,
You
cool. So not yet. Answer is not yet. I totally hear you. I was just saying you did have somewhere where you did, because Leanne has her little doses of vibes, but you actually can, post there. And she said you kind of missed. I don't know if you saw, but she's going to do a show maybe once or twice a month where it's going to be kind of like this live. You're going to talk about some pieces.
Okay.
It should be a good thing. So definitely maybe we can connect together.
Yeah.
To do something, and next time Ruth is going to have something straight from the tent. Straight from the tent.
Backyard happiness.
There it is. Straight from the tent.
Look for it.
From my tent to your ears.
It's coming. It's coming down.
It's going to be very interesting. And so, last question for you, John. Do you still write, or do you have only, have you been writing?
Is that a question for me or for Leanne? I'm sorry.
For John.
Okay, so I haven't been writing as much as I used to because I used to write nonstop. But over the years, I slowed down. Every now and then, I'll write something new. I'll put something together. I'm working on something. I have pieces I haven't finished. So I I'm not really writing on a consistent basis now.
Right.
But I still have quite a few pieces from the past.
Okay. Definitely hear you.
Yeah.
And Leanne, you're still actively writing and making new pieces and things of that nature?
Yes, I'm still actively writing and also doing art in
Okay.
general. So like painting when I feel like it, collaging, and I use all the modes, as many modes as I can, putting together playlists. So I use music that put me in different moods and stuff like that. So again, which is why I would love for people to really get on board and share their stuff. Because, art has helped me so much. I just
Right. And sharing your piece could help somebody else you don't know who will
Right.
see something and that could touch something in them. Right.
Mhm.
So
exactly.
it's a good thing. Like, John had stuff all around his lips. He said, melon. I
I
felt
was
that.
right there with you, John. You weren't alone. You were not alone.
We felt that. That evokes an emotion. Okay.
Yeah.
So, Ruth was over there. She was squirming in her chair. I couldn't believe
Sure
it.
it was. I'm not going to lie. Yep.
I was like, hey, John, leave that stuff alone. Come on, cut it out.
And I just write and present, man. I don't know what happens after. I write and present, and then from there,
The feelings that invokes in you is on you. You need to put a disclaimer. Hey, listen. She's gonna get pregnant tonight if you listen to this. I'm gonna let you know. She may get pregnant.
Reciting that one to the missus. That's a good one to keep reciting to your missus.
Right. Hey, any let's wrap it up here. Any last words? What you have, Neil? Anything?
Did you call me?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, I didn't hear that. Sorry. I just think that what we shared here tonight was fabulous. I think that I hold the arts in high regards. I have 2 artist sons, and we really respect the arts in this household. And as Leanne said, it's just another way of sharing your feelings, your emotions. I've used it in the classroom with my students as well. And, as we know, it's kind of a dying thing in the schools. And so we really have to work hard to keep art alive. We really have to support the arts. And this emotional art is just another level. It's amazing.
How about you, John? Any last words before we wrap it up?
Yeah, well, just from the poetic space, I mean, just from knowing a bunch of poets over the years, it's a great expression for what's deep down inside, what you've been going through, what's happening in your neighborhood, your environment. Just a way to express and maybe get your message out to the world, or how you feeling, or sometimes poetry could be a form of crying out for help. I mean, that's not where I'm coming from, but I've seen it all. I've been through enough poetry venues and groups and spaces and stuff where I've seen the different reasons why people write what they write, and but again, it's a great form of expression to get a message out there, and that's pretty much how I feel.
Gotcha. Doc, got anything over there?
I would say try it and try different things and find your medium. Because a lot of times people will try it because they say, well, I'm not good at writing, or I'm not good at painting, or I'm not good at drawing. You don't have to be. It's just, this is a way of expressing yourself, and you can find your medium. You can find what type of art works for you.
I want to piggyback off that real quick. going back to what I was saying, with poetry, yeah, spoken word poetry, there's, like we said before, there's no right or wrong. It's about how you're feeling. Nobody's there to critique you. You know, it's not that type of thing. You're not handing in the paper to get an A or a B or a C. You know, you're not getting a grade. Nobody can tell you what you said was wrong. Nobody can tell you that's not the way you say it. That's how poetry is. You know, you didn't write a book to be submitted and you want to be the Pulitzer Prize winner. No, it's poetry. It's whatever you feel.
That's
And
right.
however it comes out. For so, because people have said that to me too. Well, I don't know if I can write like what? Yes, you can. How do you feel?
Right.
If you give me a 5-minute conversation as to how you've been feeling today, that could be a poem. That could be poetry.
Right.
You know.
Right. And I agree. I think that even tonight you see a lot of different emotions evoked in a piece. And we may have felt it may have hit us differently, but it did invoke something, and that's the big part of it. And you know, art can express things that, like I said, the words you can't find the words sometimes. You can express that through art. So this is really good. Like, and I agree. I'm gonna take Doc's advice, and I'm just gonna try it. I'm gonna try everything in John's poem. I'm gonna try it all. I heard what you said, Doc, when you said try it. I'm gonna try all those things in the poem to see if they work. Doc, you good? I know what you were talking about when you said try it. I heard. Leanne, what do you to close this out? What do you have?
All right. Well, check me out on Little Dose of Vibes. Also follow me on Little Vibes, the Facebook page, Little Vibes LLC website. We also get on the road 365 at Gmail is my email, so you can submit your art there.
Real fast again. So that was Get on the Road.
Yes.
Spelled just that way. Get on the road 365
Yes.
at gmail.com.
Yes.
That's the email address. If you guys want to submit anything or want to reach out to Leanne, any questions, concerns, hit her up. She'll respond back to you very quickly. I'm sorry to interrupt. Anything else, Leanne?
Other than that, just be well, express yourself, and go create.
Express yourself. Do it again. Hey, and also hit us up on Nothing But Answers YouTube channel. Please go like, subscribe, share. Please let's get the views up. Let's get the likes up. Let's get the subscribers up. We are really trying to get this out there more. The more subscribers, the more we'll be seen. So please help us with that. We really appreciate it. We love the interaction in the groups. The Nothing But Answer Facebook group. It has been bubbling. It's a lot of things going on there. And again, I love the peaceful discord. Everyone, even if we don't agree, it's been very respectful for the most part. So let's keep it up. You know, but no, if you don't agree with me, usually you're probably wrong. I'm just saying. But keep coming with your comments, please. We love your comments. We love your posts. Please feel free to post. This is a great time. The room is a safe space to have fun. And we are learning some things. So we want to thank everybody for joining us tonight for this emotional show. We'll be back next week with something else again next week, 8:00. So last thing, if you have anything that you guys want to do, any topics you want to discuss, please, you can hit anybody on the screen up, let us know. We can definitely get into that. Game night will be coming up soon. We have cash prizes for different things, so stay tuned. You might be able to win a couple of dollars. Who don't need a couple of dollars? Some gas money, some lunch money, maybe a couple of dollars to take the girl out so you can do the thing John was talking about in his poem.
It sounds like you're going to take advantage of that poem tonight.
Yes, John.
Listen, I'm going to take full advantage. If somebody needed, somebody want that poem right now. Who wants the poem? He said it was all over his face. I know somebody want that. Okay. I want to go downtown, a way to find my love. I remember that song. Okay. So listen, we want to thank everybody for joining in. Please like subscribe, subscribe, all that type of stuff. We'll see you next week. Somebody hit the button. We out of here.
Hit it.
Good show, jolly good show.